Hey yo guys, Shuppet Speed back here with another video. So today, unfortunately, it's going to be a shorter episode. I spent like 6 hours in a dealership buying a new car, so that was most of my day, and now I am working for another 8. So pretty busy today, guys, but we are going to go ahead and get into the update. So let's go ahead and look at the new stuff that has come out with this new update. I think it's 3.9. I think it's 3.09, something like that. Let's look at the figure stat balance adjustment first, guys. That's our first goal. So these are the stat balances, and what they've done is Infernape EX has changed dodge to a new attack, detect, and increased drive kick from 80 to 90, which is great. So detect is it says that if you detect successfully, your EX Infernape will get plus 1 MP during the next turn. So that's great for Infernape, and actually I do have an Infernape, guys, so expect a test on Infernape very soon. Keldeo has gotten a change. It's changed the effect of Justified. Justified, it says that in the damage the Pokemon deals increases by the number of your opponent's Dark-type Pokemon on the field that had included an effect that reduced that damage by the number of... Okay, so pretty much it's just for the more dark types on the Pokemon on your opponent's side of the field, the more the Justified ability will do. It increases it by 10, I believe. Well, I forgot how much it is, but we'll go ahead and we'll get into that soon. And then, so they've updated Keldeo, and I think that is needed because of the Swords of Justice, he is definitely the weakest. And so, in addition, they said that they've decreased the Wheel of the Miss and increased Sacred Sword. So, I definitely want to Keldeo. I think that he is very fun, and I really want to have a Swords of Justice deck. So, I'm glad that they are making him more usable. I don't think he's great, but they're making him more usable. Now, we do have the EX Darkrai. Very excited for Darkrai. They said they've changed the Nightshade to a new attack, Dark Void, and decreased its wheel piece. Changed the effects of Bad Dreams and Dark Leap, and they've increased the size of Dark Pulse. So Darkrai says is a figure that was offered as an event, but hopefully they bring him back for a new event, and they've strengthened him and removing some drawbacks. So the Bad Dream ability, which knocks out an adjacent sleeping Pokemon, is only to affect opposing Pokemon, so you can't really, so you can't knock out yourself, I guess, if that's right. Yep. So, and the Dark Leap attack, it can move 2 steps away, and they've allowed you the option to not move, and that's great, because I hate it when they force you to move, like Meowth's Fake Out, you have to move, you have to switch spots, whereas Virizian's Typhoon Slash, you don't, so that's really good for Darkrai. And then they swapped out the Nightshade, for a purple attack, which makes the opponent fall asleep. So that's great with combination with the Bad Dreams. Honestly, they've made Darkrai really fun. I'm super excited if I can get a Darkrai and make an awesome sleep deck, because I really like Noctowl and Leafeon. So that's very fun. Bayonet, they've changed the curse, so this is my favorite part about it, is that they've changed the curse so that when you curse somebody, you're not cursed yourself, because that was really annoying. They buffed the Nightshade by 10, and then they've switched the positions of whatever, so that's pretty cool. I'm glad about that. The Absol, looking at him, is changed Double Edge to a new attack, Perish Song, changed Razor Wind to, so he's gotten a whole big rework. Absol's gotten a whole big rework, and they says that they're, along with the effects of Bayonet's Curse attack, they've set up a new purple attack, Perish Song, and given it to Absol, and Perish Song is an attack that applies a curse marker to the Pokemon and all adjacent Pokemon. Very interesting. Very interesting. And Night Slash allows the Pokemon using it to switch out with a Pokemon on the bench. Wow, that's actually really cool. Absol actually seems very fun. I am very excited for this next one, though, guys. Murkrow has gotten a new gold attack, Sucker Punch, and they've increased its wheel size, decreased the wheel size of a Miss, and Sucker Punch is a new gold attack, and it says in addition to Whirlwind, which moves the battle opponent to the bench, it has gained a means of knocking out Pokemon regardless of damage values. So I do have a Murkrow, so I definitely want to test the Infernape and the Murkrow, since those are my Pokemon that I have. And maybe Hydreigon too, because they did change him. They said that we've added Hydreigon itself to the scope of the band attack ability, so the amount of... oh, and incorporating the effects of Speed Booster into it. That's actually really great. So that means that you could have multiple Hydreigons, and they're going to boost the damage if you have them all together, I'm pretty sure. And it says we should no longer see cases in which your tally doesn't increase even when you evolve during a duel. And MP2 Hydreigon and an MP3 Zweilous should become more playable. So it looks like they're just making, this is great. There's a lot of dark Pokemon that have been buffed with this. And so I think definitely they're trying to make the meta into like a Keldeo and a dark, like dark deck, water deck kind of thing. Which is cool. Very, very cool. Because right now, as we know, Deoxys is still running things. Along with Virizion, definitely I think the best Pokemon right now in the game. But then let's look at the new orange boosters. So, ooh, very cool. So the orange boosters are going to give you the opportunity to get figures such as Yveltal and Lucario. I don't have either of those, but they do seem very, very cool. So I'm glad about that. Let's look at a few new plates. So they've added Muscle Energy, which is a rare and it costs 1. And it says it removes the sleep and frozen conditions of the fighting type Pokemon with -1, -2 markers and weight. Okay, so it just clears them all of that stuff. During this duel, your fighting type Pokemon gain +1 to the damage when they deal... I'm sorry, hold on. Your fighting type Pokemon gain +1 to the damage they deal whenever those Pokemon move from the PC to the bench. I don't think that's that good, honestly, guys. I think that's whatever. I'm not going to have that plate, so I'm not really too interested about that. But they have, let's see, they have Recycle now, which, is this just been added? Yeah, these, they can appear in recommended boosters. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So let's see what these plates do. Recycle costs 2. All plates from both players except Recycle become usable. Wow, that's actually really, really cool. So you could just use that. Now, the only problem with that is that you could be helping your opponent a lot. So that is very, very double-edged kind of plate there. And then Invisibility Cape. Choose one of your Pokemon on the bench. For this turn, it can move through other Pokemon when making an MP move. That could be actually really good for blocking goals and stuff. So I am intrigued about that one for sure. And the last thing we're going to look at, guys, is the shop. So this banner right now is it says figures available again. You have Virizion, Keldeo, Infernape, Lucario, and Yveltal. Hydreigon, Absol, Murkrow, Drapion. So all standard stuff. Noctowl's back, and Scropy's back. Oh, Shuppet's back too. King Shuppet is back. So that's cool. Oh, these are from recommended booster. That's why I was confused. I thought this was the shop for a second. So I'm glad that Virizion is back in the recommended, and Keldeo as well, because I really do want to pull a Keldeo. But the last thing that we're going to look at today, guys, is the shop. So let me go ahead and pull this up one more time, and let's go to the shop. I'm not going to spend any gems at this point in time, but definitely look forward to a pack opening of some sort very, very soon. So I just want to show you guys the boosters and who is on the banner. So let's wait until this loads. I just clicked on it. Okay, so here are the Pokemon on the banner. Ooh, a lot of good stuff here. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the top. So obviously the Terrakion. Now I have 2 of them, guys, so expect more Terrakion vids. He's just a brutal Pokemon. Super strong, 101 Swords of Justice, 120 Stone Edge. There's the Protect, and he also has the ability that if the opposing Pokemon has any blue moves, then they become misses. So Terrakion is great. The Cobalion I definitely need one. He's got the 101 Swords of Justice, a 60 Quick Attack, and his ability is that this Pokemon and your Pokemon adjacent to him cannot be knocked out by gold attacks from their battle opponents. So he could be very cool with a Shuppet, because then Muse can't really knock him out. So I'm very intrigued to use Cobalion. Obviously, you guys know about King Virizion. Definitely the king of this game right now, and definitely my favorite figure. So you guys know all about that. But then looking at the Keldeo, I did want to mention this one because he is updated. So it says that this Pokemon's damage is increased by the number of opposing dark Pokemon on the field, plus 10, and minus your own dark types, I guess. I thought that they took that away. Interesting. Sacred Sword has got a 36% chance of hitting the 51, and the Hydro Kick is 40, but it will bench the battle opponent, and they have weight. So that is very, very cool. And looking at the Infernape, who we do have, so we will be able to use him. He has the Detect, and it says on the next turn this Pokemon gains 1 MP, so that's really cool. That'll make him a runner at some points. He does have a 16% chance of a miss, but at level 1 you could get that down at level 5. He has a 36% chance of Drive Kick, which is 90, and it says if the battle opponent is knocked out, this Pokemon claims the previous spot and gains weight. So he's very, very useful. And then a 40 Mach Punch, a gold attack. So I'm very, very happy that he got a little bit of a buff, and I definitely want to see how we can use him. And then, we have like Yveltal and Noivern in there because they're just, new, and Noivern's new, and Yveltal because they're definitely pushing Dark decks right now. So Sylveon's in there, which I'm surprised at, actually. Hydreigon, which is good. Absol, the new Absol, and the Murkrow. So, wow, Sucker Punch is only 10? I feel like they should have made that more, guys. Bayonet as well, Zweilous. So, a very good banner. I think that I'm actually going to try and get a few quads off, because I do want the Keldeo and the Cobalion. So, other than that, guys, that's really all I have for today. Unfortunately, I know that there's no matches, but stay tuned for tomorrow, where we will probably test Infernape, and somebody did want me to test a Deoxys defense form, so I might do that tomorrow as well. But we're going to go ahead and end the episode off with a booster. Let's see if this gold booster can give us anything good. Let's see, Trash, a Piplup, a freaking Piplup. That's just great, guys, but anyway, thank you again for watching, and I do apologize about the shorter episode, no matches, but bear with me. Tomorrow, we will be back with all of our glory with ranked matches. Alright, guys? Shuppet Speed, signing off.